Hello and welcome to marketing91.com. In this video, we are going to cover the topic on thinking. Let's start with the introduction. Thinking is a deliberate exploration of experience for a purpose. That purpose may be understanding, decision taking, problem solving, judgment, action, and so on. Thinking skills are a set of basic and advanced skills and sub-skills that govern a person's mental process. Moving on to thinking skills. First, focusing skill. This skill helps a person concentrate on essential information and ignore irrelevant information. It is of two types. First, identifying problems, which involves defining needs, differences, or confusing situations. And second, setting goals, which involves developing purpose and direction for solving problems. The next skill, information gathering skills. This skill helps a person to gather relevant information for thinking. It is of two types. First, observing, which involves obtaining information by using the various senses. And second, forming questions, involves gathering new information by inquiry. Moving on to the third, remembering skill. This skill is a measure of a person's ability to store information and retrieve it when needed. It is of two types. First, encoding, which involves storing information in long-term memory. And second, recalling, which involves retrieving information from long-term memory. Moving on to the fourth, which is organizing skill. This skill helps a person arrange information in the desired order so that it can be used properly. It is of four types. First, comparing, which involves highlighting similarities and differences between entities. Second, classifying, involves grouping entities into categories based on common features. Third, ordering, involves sequencing entities based on a standard by which they may be judged. And fourth, representing, involves altering only the structure of information but not its content. Moving on to the fifth, analyzing skill. This skill helps a person evaluate available information into parts and relationships. It is of four types. First, identifying features and components, which involves analysis of the features or part of an entity. Second, identifying relationships and patterns, which involves recognizing relationships among entities. Third, identifying main ideas, which involves identifying central ideas or entities. And fourth, identifying arguments, which involves defining arguments and logical errors and rectifying them. Moving on to the sixth skill, generating skill. This skill helps a person create new information or ideas. It is of three types. First, inference. It involves going beyond the bounds set by available information to determine the truth. Second, prediction. Involves foretelling events that may occur or the result of a given situation. And third, elaboration. Involves building on other ideas, relevant information, and details. Moving on to the seven, integration skill. This skill helps a person see parts as a whole. It is of two types. First, summarizing, which involves stating the central ideas briefly and combining them. And second, restructuring, involves altering the structure of an existing knowledge base to incorporate new information. And finally, evaluation skill. This skill helps a person judge the quality and reasonableness of ideas. It is of two types. First, establishing standards, which involves setting standards for judging ideas. And second, verifying, which involves confirming the accuracy of ideas. Now moving on to the next topic of 6 thinking hats. Let's start with the introduction. Developed by Dr. De Bono in the early 1980s, this method is a framework for thinking and for improving lateral thinking. It comprises 6 modes of thinking which are meant to be broad, though directions as opposed to labels for thinking. Every hat represents a way of thinking identified by a color. The main purpose, to promote parallel thinking, full spectrum thinking, and to isolate ego from performance. The 6 hats are: the first, blue hat, which is process, thinking about thinking, what thinking is needed, organizing the thinking, planning for action. Second, green hat for creativity, which includes ideas, alternatives, possibilities, and solution to black hat problems. Third, white hat, which is facts, that is information and data, neutral and objective. What do I know? What do I need to find out? And how will I get information I need? Yellow hat, which is for benefits, which looks at the positive, plus points, why an idea is useful, and logical reasons are given. Red hat is for feelings, which are institution, hunches, gut instinct, my feelings right now, feelings can change, no reasons are given. And finally, the black hat, which is about cautions, that is difficulties, weaknesses, dangers, spotting and risk, logical reasons are given. Now let's look at each one of them briefly. Moving on with the first one, that is a white thinking hat. It is the observer's hat. It involves calling for information known or needed, that is fact gathering. White hat covers facts, figures, data, and information. It involves looking for gaps in knowledge and filling them or considering them in decision making. The black thinking hat stands for judgment, caution, and evaluation. The hat allows an individual to evaluate proposals critically and logically. It is used to understand why a suggestion is incompatible with facts, available experience, or system in use. Moving on to the next, red thinking hat, which covers intuition, feelings, hunches, and emotions. It enables a thinker to express his or her feelings, intuitions, without having to justify, explain, or apologize for them. Moving on to the yellow thinking hat, which represents value and benefits, allows thinkers to seek benefits, feasibility, and the ways in which something can be achieved. It is a logical positive hat that helps the wearer to carry on even in bleak situations. Moving on to the next, green thinking hat, which is a hat of creativity, alternatives, production and changes, idea generation, and solution. The green hat affords time and space to the wearer to concentrate on creative thinking. Even if no creative ideas are generated, the green hat warrants that the wearer exert creative effort. And finally, the blue thinking hat, which controls thought sequences. It is an observer's hat. It ensures that the guidelines associated with six thinking hats are followed. And moving on to the benefits of six thinking hats. First, enhance thought process. Second, improve communication. Third, accelerate decision making. Fourth, avoid debate. Fifth, isolate ego from performance. Next, create awareness about various ways of thinking. Next, ensure that all viewpoints are considered when making a decision. And finally, encourage creative, lateral, and parallel thinking. Example, the six thinking hats method has been used by several organizations such as NASA, IBM, DuPont, NTT, Shell, BP, Statoil, Marzotto Italy, and Federal Express. Thank you.